My name is Dave Anderson. I'm the Community and Economic Development Director for Spanish Fork City. Being involved with how a community changes and how it grows, being able to try to do things that you believe are going to be good for the community in the future, and seeing how that effort that we put into things really does translate into making Spanish Fork a better place. I think that successful communities come in lots of different shapes and sizes. It's really up for an individual city or town to decide what they want to be and to define what is success for them. For me, however, I really think that communities that offer what their residents want is a good way to judge whether or not a community's successful, the city organization is successful, whether we're doing the things that are our best as city employees. It's really all about being able to meet the wants and needs of our residents as best as we can. The biggest challenge I think that most of us face in the urban planning, city planning profession really has to do with working with people that have really diverse opinions and expectations and goals. That's difficult, trying to get folks to reach enough of a consensus that you can have things move in a positive direction. And just in as much as that's the biggest challenge, that really also I think has been the most rewarding thing that I've witnessed in my career. Because of effort that we've spent for the last 18 months working on a way to come up with options for people to use in Spanish Fork when it comes to improving landscapes in ways that require less water. We'd had a relationship and have had a relationship with Landmark Design for decades. They've done a lot of work for us as the city over the years. So simply by reaching out to them and describing our situation and looking for them to provide us some guidance, that really was the impetus for us starting on the design guidelines. We spent the next year working with Landmark, refining concepts and ideas that we started with, measuring those up against some other criteria that came into play from, for example, the Central Utah Water Conservancy District, to make sure that we were making as many opportunities available for our residents as what they expected. We eventually got to a point to where City Council was comfortable changing our landscape requirements, and our design guidelines are really a significant part of how we communicate what those requirements are with the community. It's going to take some time, I think, for all of us as property owners, members of a community, to make adjustments to where we're using water as a more precious resource, using it more appropriately. And we think the design guidelines provide a good way to help our residents do that as best as they can.